My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to the Hearthstone Dalaran Heist, the solo adventures. It's time to play Shaman in the second. That is to say, Shaman in the second wing. Totemic Call, that's fine. Carbon Curse, also kind of fine. 2 wins is this character. We did get more of those in the basic mode, but as soon as we swapped into heroic mode, our progress was wiped. So effectively, I should just focus on filling out the board as much as I possibly can, right?
Interested in trying something new?
Not in particular, Alchemist Wendy. I appreciate the offer though. So the end of the owner's turn, minions gain +1/+1. Flame Tongue's way better than Valspine here. Swap a random card in each player's hand. Don't take my... I mean...
It's an equal exchange. 1 for 1. Hey, have you met my apprentice? She's going to do great things.
I kind of feel like I have to kill that minion so that it doesn't build. More than getting another minion out on my own board. Although the enemy next turn does have the ability to summon the 2/2 they took from my hand.
Alchemy is perfectly safe. Most of the time. It's apple on your head.
Comes a 3/3 at the end of its turn. That's fine though. Freezing Potion, Hero Power, go face. I could even Loot Hoarder. Hey. So I need to always make sure that I have 1 drops and 2 drops.
1 for me.
My eyes are open.
Ooh. This actually could have gotten real spicy.
Hey, give me that.
Also, I shouldn't have placed the minions like that because I can't take advantage of the Flame Tongue totems. I should always place them on one side in particular of the Violent Hold. Your battle cries trigger twice. Battle cries that summon additional minions? How common is that for... How common is that for Shaman? Actually kind of common. Specifically in the Murloc archetype. I mean, Stone Sentinel does it. Devolve, Thrall. Double Battle Cry in a transformation deck is pretty ridiculous. The problem is none of these give me the minions that I really want, right? But I'll take Shifting Scales just to have Thrall Deathseer. But the thing is, Thrall Deathseer is actually not that great for us, even though it's double Battle Cry, right? Because our hero power gives us another minion. Those minions get bigger. But, I mean, Thrall Deathseer's hero power is even better than that. Than Growing Totems, right? Yeah, we'll take Shifting Scales. I still need some more cards to actually support this, though. I might keep the Death Knight in the early hand. That is to say, Thrall Deathseer. Doesn't seem like a bad idea.
Vesina versus the great Akazamzarak.
Akazamzarak.
Step right up.
I do forget it every single time, but I eventually remember it. Probably don't want... actually, probably do want the Rockbiter weapon again. The same thing. The enemy has a minion that grows every single turn. I need to bop it instantly, otherwise I'm never killing it. Things like Earthshock as well, silence effects are also really important here. Another important thing to consider. Shade of Naxxramas grows by +1/+1 at the start of the turn, and at the end of the turn grows by +1/+1 as well. Shade of Naxxramas is going to be really big for us.
Gather round and witness mystical wonders like you've never seen before.
Like you never seen before. Oh god! Yeah, that's awful. Oh, what? What am I supposed to do against that? That was insane. All right, we're gonna start again. All spells cost 2 less, sure. Really?
You wanted dance swiftly.
All spells cost 2 less. You know what? I'm gonna play Hunter instead. All spells cost 2 less. Add a 1/1 shifting chameleon to your hand, sure. And locked and loaded. So all spells cost 2 less. We'll go for a lock and load deck. I can't believe that just happened to me. Also, by the way, I did know, not at the time, right? I was just thinking, oh, Devolve will work. But I do know why it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it's a 0-cost minion, so you don't transform a 0-cost minion, because there's no -1 cost minion to transform it into.
Interested in trying something new?
But my good gosh. That was tragic. Blubber Baron. Whenever you summon a Battlecry minion while this is in your hand, gain +1/+1. Well, we don't have it in our hand. Shifting Chameleon. Each turn this is in your hand, transform it into a random 1-cost minion. Oh, so it's a 1-cost minion synergy? I guess that's good for Toxmonger and that kind of build, but the 1-cost build hasn't really been effective. Excuse me. Effectively capitalized upon by the game, in my opinion. What did the enemy take from me? Oh, you took my shot. That's really annoying.
I feel empty inside.
Sonya Shadow Dancer. Are we gonna lose the first fight? Spellzerker and the +1/+1 are the things I wanted. The animated Berserker was a setup for...
For the boss, 2 for me.
Go Banana Buffoon. And +1/+1 you twice so that I actually get to clear it.
Come, try your luck.
God, Blubber Baron's awful. Can our opponents stop getting our strongest cards? What are you doing? Stop it. If nothing else, it's just rude. Alright. Sure, we'll take Bomb Toss.
Hey, catch!
Bomb Toss to remove the minion. Then attack the face. Then double Shimmer Lily. Oh, what is... I'm pretty tilted, clearly. My god, though. Oh, here goes my minion.
Drink the power.
Yeah, sure. As long as I still have a minion to give the buff to, I'm happy.
That won't do. On second thought, let's swap back. Drink the power.
So pick the Cabal Chemist back.
Ours
Alright,
is
fine.
almost used up.
Blast Crystal that minion.
You're playing with some dangerous ingredients there.
No, I'm not gonna Flanking Strike it. I'm gonna Blast Crystal it for no reason. I guess Blast Crystal is so that... No, never mind. There's no good reason. I tried to find one. I tried real hard. I need you to know that.
Gone. Ready to shoot, shoot, shoot.
And then I Flanking Strike this. I was actually doing that just to get the Explorer's Hat back in hand, but it also gave me 2 my side, which most likely turns all this into lethal. Okay, let's get another lock and load and then just blow up all enemies forever. Cost reduction stuff is the most important.
It was Blood Witch Greta's favorite.
Your spells cost health instead of mana. The interesting thing about that is that their cost should still be reduced by Arcane. So it just means that things like Mark Shot, I can play them earlier if I want to for a little bit of an extra cost. I think I'd take that. Deadly Shots, both incredibly important for us. Problem is we still have no late game. We have no way to win the game. As we just saw in that previous fight. Oh my god.
We should introduce her to Baku.
Oh, right, yeah, Baku, the moon god or whatever. Moon Eater, Moon Eater. Oh, that's actually sad then. I didn't necessarily understand it on first pass there. Alright, so we'll hold out Candle Shot first. I mean, I guess I don't need to hold out Candle Shot first, right? I'm not attacking this turn anyway. Weapons effectively have charge, so I may as well just play them on the right turn. Murabi, garbage card. Spectral Pillager, garbage card, but at the very least, it's +1/+1 over Murabi. That's all I'm really worried about. Undertaker is interesting. There's not many Death Rattles in this deck. I don't think there's any Death Rattles in this deck. That said, I think it is pretty likely that the Shifting Chameleon transforms into one. Echo, Battlecry, restore 4 health. Oh, fine. That's my Candle Shot target then. I mean, I also do just want to play the Banana Buffoon. No. It's Candle Shot, Feral Gibbler, some of that. Okay, cool. So this is just so that I have Gibberer. Sorry, Gibberer. This is just so that I have a Gibberer on the board. So that I can overwhelm the enemy with Gibberers, possibly. Look, I'm looking desperately for a win condition here.
Listen up, you bad guy. You're a bad guy.
How dare you? Just because I'm a bad guy doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. Flanking Strike? Ooh, Swashbuckler, great pickup. Could have been important there, ultimately wasn't. Could have been.
Goody.
Yeah, there's no reason to do anything else. Like, I could Flanking Strike one of my own minions, but I may as well not.
Embrace the void.
Okay. Well, that's obviously a deadly shot, if I've ever seen it. You took 6 damage for doing that in that order. Bold choice. It's obviously a deadly shot here now. I can just leave those bananas in hand. Right. Just leave the bananas in hand until it's time to kill. Beautiful. I don't know how they were locked down entirely, I guess. All of those are ridiculously high cost cards. That seemed unlikely. Works out for me though. I do need to play more beasts, right? It's beasts and secrets. Okay, so we'll play 3 mastiffs at the end here just to... No, wait, I've unlocked the hero power that is playing off beasts. I'm using it at the moment. Ryan. I think I've tilted so far that my brain fell out of my ears. Secret plan, secret keeper. Secret plan is a secret, and then it gives me another secret. Sorry, it's a secret. It's a spell that gives me a secret. Both of them cost 0 for me. Have that with the lock and load. Man, I'm just refilling my hand at that point. Bad Trap and Secret Keeper. So now we have some secrets in the deck. Secret Keeper is not really a win condition here either. It's amazing how far he's got just copying other people's spells. So this is the amazing Bone Paw. The Bone Paw just has the ability to copy a spell randomly that's being cast this combat. So we play a lot of really small spells. That hero power is very rarely going to be worth the 2 energy that the enemy invests in it. Okay, lock and load is the most important thing to get early. The second most important thing to get early is like a twin spell card or something. I also do want to keep Spell Zerker though. So I also need more spells in this deck. Oh my god. I could lock and load Secret Plan. I mean, you can't play that without a target. Okay, so I do have the money to afford it. I just can't play it without a target. Got it. I could have tried to go off on the first turn. Lock and load, Secret Plan, play the secret from it, play Flanking Strike, but didn't have a target for Flanking Strike. Ooh, you're gonna draw me extra cards? What are you, insane? Okay. Lock and load. Bear Trap. On the hunt. Secret Plan. Secret Plan gives me... Ooh, Freezing Trap's great. Freezing Trap for free. I mean, can Ball of Spiders for free as well. Well, for free. I lose HP, but whatever.
Be careful what you cast.
What do you mean, be careful what you cast? Do you think I care? What part of my disposition here says that I care at all?
Today, I don't have to be a princess.
And we'll just summon 2 more minions. Pretty good board state for turn 3. Damn it, I thought I was actually going to avoid overfilling my hand here. That was going to be wild if I did.
I got too much stuff.
Geeked Beast would be a really good card to play there. So Cave Hydra for helping control the board.
Oh, shoot.
I actually do need a more empty hand, like, because the minions stop my chain. I do need, whenever available, the hand to actually be more empty.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I was almost certain that was lethal, but I was a little worried that some Spell Zerker stuff should have happened. Although I don't know what Spell Zerker stuff, because I couldn't have damaged it without using one of the damage. Well, I guess I could have gotten an extra damage out if I Spell Zerkered and then pinged my own Spell Zerker with the first of the twin spell, the Rapid Strike, and then the enemy. Duple Transmogrifier. I mean, this is free, right? Choose a friendly minion. Replace all minions in your adventure deck with copies of it. That's actually really good. Because most of the minions in my deck are garbage. The Candles is constantly a board clear for us, which is great. But I think Duple Transmogrifier is actually going to allow me to possibly pick a good minion and then just have only that minion in my deck. Flanking Strike, Multi-Shot, and Baited Arrow. Yeah, we'll take those. Just for having spells.
Don't start a fight in here. Or do. I could care less.
I might be able to choose an enemy minion, like a really powerful minion like that. Cloak and Stagger finds Carrion Grub, Hunting Mastiff, Banana Buffoon, and Shimmer Lily.
You know the rules.
I mean, Guzzrilla I can't even hit here. If my whole deck is just copies of Guzzrilla, we lose. Yeah, so I don't want to recruit any of these enemies here. Look at 4 spells from your adventure deck. Choose one to remove. I mean, we don't really want to remove spells from our adventure deck. Use the random card into the deck of 0. Bear Trap already costs 0. That's really unfortunate for us. I mean, I can dismiss minions here. Sure, let's just dismiss that so I don't draw it next fight. Discover a legendary minion added to your adventure deck. I don't know what minion I would want to be my only minion in an entire deck. I don't know what minion is good enough for that.
Conundrum.
Verisa actually does want to be in this deck, so we'll definitely take Verisa there. 4 spells. I mean, there are bad spells in our deck, aren't there? Fine. Multi-shot's probably the least impactful here. And it's another high-cost one.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Not super pleased about what just went down in that bar, but fine. Gotta beat 2 more minions in order to get my next... 2 more minions, 2 more enemies. In order to get my next passive treasure. Hopefully it's something about cost reduction.
Old bar guy versus a fountain golem.
Mm-hmm. Secret Keeper? Secret Keeper early is pretty good. Next turn being Shimmerly the Hero Pal. Alright, so what's the Fountain? Fountain Golem is... Cold Water. After a minion attacks you, freeze it. That's fine. Just means I don't attack unless I have like a giant attack going in. So the enemy from their Violet Hold picks up Murloc Knight. Thankfully, they don't have a hero power that actually activates. It's passive, so it doesn't get activated there at all. And we have Stranglethorn. Neat. Right, shouldn't have attacked with the Secret Keeper, but it's... Oh, okay. Maybe I do want to attack, because I do want to trigger the enemy using their removal cards on my low-cost minions. Choose a friendly minion. Replace all minions in your adventure deck with copies of it. On Shimmerlily, which Death Rattle is at a Hunter spell to your hand. Yes! Let's do that. That sounds good. My deck is all spells now. Nothing but. Or minions that give me a spell immediately. Alright.
Prove your worth.
Totally fine turn. Enemy gets their 4/4. Their 4/4. Sorry, their 4/4. They're 4 out of 4. Their 3/4 is eh. No, you were gonna attack my minion. No. I wanted to keep that one. I still do need to basically wait for lock and load before I really want to go off. Like, I'm not going to play Dart Trap here, just because I need to have something to start chaining with my... with my lock and load. I really do need to also draft another lock and load, right? That's pretty desperately necessary for us. Enemy can take 15 damage if I just hit him... 15, sorry. Go down to 15, take 10 damage. If I hit them in the face with the Stranglethorn Tiger, it gets frozen, then they hit it with the Icebreaker. It's actually pretty likely. One concern of mine right now is that the enemy almost certainly has Blizzard in that deck. Thankfully, they can't afford it this turn. Are you still going to attack it? What? Oh. Again, though. Not sure that's... Ooh, lock and load. Time to go. I need these to not be minions, by the way. Add a random hunter card to your hand. I need as many of these to be spells as possible. The dream is over. I should have not done that in that order. I guess I'm not gonna. After a minion attacks. Okay, so I can still attack with my hero.
You require my assistance? Aha!
Well, life just became pretty difficult for us. I'm gonna attack Gladezuka. Good. So now we're only 5 damage from lethal.
In my sights.
Aha!
Oh, they cost 2 less. I think the enemy could kill me if they just went face. Yeah, it would have been 18. They would have killed me if they just went all face there. I mean, I don't necessarily win yet, and if I can't remove the Archmage... Never mind, I win. Oh, no, wait, of course, the bear. I'd already won that. Good gosh. At the very least, our Shimmer Lily thing is now in effect. Just 3 high mates. Explosive Trap, Rat Trap, and Cloaked Huntress? Cloaked Huntress isn't necessary here. 6 Shimmer Lilies. Wild. Just draw, basically, is the only thing I really want at this point. If I don't have access to it, I'll take the Rat Trap, I guess. What's Hunter Draw? What does Hunter Draw look like, right? Like, Master's Call is actually really good for us because it gives us 3 Shimmer Lilies for 1, and then I just play them out. Alright. I've got to win this. Just Dupla Transmogrifier seems like a card that I should be keeping.
You are not long for this world.
But surely I just hard mulligan looking for lock and load every single time. And Dupla Mogrifier, like, the good thing about that card is, I guess, that it doesn't leave the deck, so I still have the ability to play it if I find a better minion that I desperately want. Is that a golem? Probably not. I probably do need as much value as I possibly get out of pet training for the early game here, so could have done that. Alright. It's hero power. Definitely. Do I summon the 1/1 as well? Deal 4 damage to a damaged minion. I mean, that hero power is useless, my friend. Guess I do just need my enemy to be summoning minions. Tentacle of N'Zoth is bad here. Just kills my own Shimmer Lily. This is a great hand to draw the into, you know, the. Ooh, Master's Call. Very pleased to have gotten it. Okay. So we'll Shimmer Lily, Flanking Strike. After a friendly minion dies, shuffle a 1-cost copy into your deck. We don't want that. Now we'll Master's Call, which can... No, there's Cloak Huntress in there! No! We need to get the Cloaked Huntress out of the deck. It prevented our ridiculous draw. Alright, don't summon too many 1-cost minions this turn, I'll say that. Well, 1 HP minions. On any of these? No, thank you. Guess I'll just take another card in hand. I actually should have played the Swamp Dragon Egg there. Add around a Dragon to your hand. Dragon is late game, and late game is what we kind of desperately need at this point in time. So definitely should have done that. Stampede. Every time you play a beast this turn, add a random beast to your hand. Yeah. Whenever you play minions, add minions to your hand. We don't really want that. Deadly Shot is great here, though. Stampede could give me a random card this turn. Time you play, so it's not summon, it's play. Oh, what? No! No, 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 no! That's a minion as well, right? Oh. Five, six. Yeah, I don't actually have the ability to remove Robosaur or Bloodhoof. Would I have taken that 50-50? If I was thinking about it as a 50-50, would I have taken that 50-50? Because I don't know. I'm just not sure. So the enemy is almost certainly going to use Bully to attack this minion, and then Bully for the hero power for the kill. The other minion attacks my face. So I think I need to know which minion attacks the Gem-Studded Golem. It's almost certainly going to be the Robosaur, but if I use the Flanking Strike to set up the Robosaur, it'll probably be the Bloodhood Brave, right? So I think I just wait and use the Flanking Strike against the right target when I can. Nate. Ooh, your Dead Man's Hand? I didn't even think you'd be doing that. Well, Baited Arrow, really good draw for us here. Okay, so we will start with a Flanking Strike on that target. A Rapid Shot hits there. We trade 2 more minions against it. 3 more minions against it, sorry. And then Baited Arrow in order to summon a 5/5. Still leaving myself with more minions. That is a beast as well. Okay, so Stampede does draw from that. I mean, I could Shifting Chameleon and then Dupla Transmogrifier that and just have a bunch of random 1-cost minions in my deck, but Shimmer Lily is way better than those. Alright, so we stop here. We still need to draw Lock and Load before we can actually do stuff. Damn deck. Fine. If I hold either of mine, I'm really happy about it. Sweet. Best I could realistically hope for. Should have gone for the draw this turn with the Stampede. Yeah, just because nothing else is even giving me anything worth playing, so it's fine. And especially because I wasn't spending my energy on anything else, so I can just chain off there. We do kind of just do single kills of minions, so that minion will survive a lot of damage here. That's a bit of a problem. So for that reasoning, I am just gonna go face here. Gameplay. Oh, whew. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would not have gone for that strat. I'm not bold enough, frankly. But you got to admit, it was incredibly, incredibly effective, and it will result in one of us winning. 3 flame? Okay, let's have a look at the board state. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... 18 total available at the moment. Okay, so I'll probably go for minion removal then. I have enough control over the fields at this point, and Brawl has gone past, and the enemy still didn't Brawl that turn, so I feel like I'm pretty justified. In just building a board. That'll do. Hopefully I end up with a mech from the Shifting Chameleon next turn. Oh, never mind. It's not going to matter. Gonna have a full hand, though. Kiss my whole board. Ugh. Oh. All right. I can't even kill that minion right now. Oh, no, wait, I can. Only just, though. Let's Stampede, Shimmerfly. Skin Crush, sure. 9, 10, 11. Grievous Bite. Oh, never mind. We've got lethal. With the Baited Arrow, I've got to remember the Baited Arrow can target heroes. I never think about it like that, but it can target heroes. Awesome. Alright, come on. Some sort of mana pump. Spell damage +3. Explosive trap spell damage +3. Rapid fire spell trap +3. On the hunt with it. I mean, those are, I mean, and the 2 flanking strikes, mark shot, baited at, yeah, it has to be Robe of the Magi. And it's still secretive.
You aren't taking up.
Come on! Remove the Cloaked Huntress! Come on! I mean, I only have 2 minions in my board, so it has to surely... No, it's probably gonna go Shimmer Lily, Shimmer Lily, Shimmer Lily, Shimmer Lily. But it's possible it shows me the Cloaked Huntress and I remove her. Hey! Now I just need a removal spell.
Welcome here. Just don't cause any trouble.
Damn it, didn't find it. So instead of finding a removal spell, what I found here is you're all fired, so I can remove all of them? Take a chance, makes the most sense. Just don't hit a low-cost spell, of course. I don't want any of those minions. Look at 4 spells. Reduce the cost by 1 for the round. Probably don't want that. More Shimmer Lilies? I mean, they do just give me spells, and those spells give me other things. So I'm going to add those to the deck, and then you'll fire just to get the Cloaked Huntress out of the deck.
Calm it down. No reason to get rowdy.
Now Master's Call is an incredible card for us. Got that going, at least.
The good lieutenant is this prison's last line of defense.
Want an unpredictable run, enable anomaly mode. I think anomaly mode is actually just... Like, it does make it a little less balanced, obviously. But it does make it much more exciting.
Lock, stop, and loaded.
Lock, stop, and loaded.
Me.
Alright. Shimmerfly turn 1, Hero Power Shimmerfly turn 2. Enemies is give a minion +4 health and taunt. Oops. Wild. Your summon minion is the Archmage, which I actually can't even kill with this flanking strike. Ooh, Gromash. Ooh, okay. Might be useful. I actually really do like this hero power paired with this. It gives me something to do in my early turns. That's probably just flanking strike, right? Still 3 more turns until the Archmage comes out.
You're not that shy.
A 2-3 after all that as well. And I got a 1-1 with Rush in my hand. Yeah, using that for a kill on a minion tells me the enemy almost certainly has no access. Oh, God. Need to remove it. Almost certainly has no access to AoE. Could be a little bit difficult to remove. We might be relying on the Shimmer Lily here, giving me a good spell. Master's Call draws Shimmer Lilies for us. Nice. Freezing Trap is fine here as well. In fact, I probably just Freezing Trap. Freezing Trap, then we'll draw 3 Shimmer Lilies. Oh, there's only 1 left in the deck. We got really lucky at the start of the game there and drew all of our Shimmer Lilies though, so that's not necessarily a fair representation. Thank you for wasting hero power. Gotta go back in the hand, and then actually probably just get summoned immediately again without the hero power buff on it. Oh, that's gotta hurt. I should just cash in these Shimmer Lilies like as soon as I possibly can, so there's no reason not to just throw them. Infest. Give your minions Death Rattle, add a random beast to your hand.
One shot.
Sure. I mean, this is a way to draw more minions into my hand. I'll finally have some things to play. It just also doesn't seem that necessary. All of this is supposed to serve the ends of finding spells that deal spell damage. After this minion survives damage, summon a copy of it. I mean, as long as Explosive Trap is what kills it, ultimately, then that doesn't even trigger. On the hunt.
I'll give it a shot.
There we go. Summoned a Mastiff. Can trade Springpaw and the Lynx off here. Overfilling my entire hand, though. Yeah, just do nothing about the Underbelly. But the Underbelly Ooze is almost certainly just going to try and control my board is the problem. So I do have to do something about it eventually, I think. It's okay, there's nothing I can do about it right now.
Charge, shield, or spot.
Consider yourself promoted.
Huh. Hadn't considered that the enemy might do that. Don't know why Shimmer Lily costs 0.
Taste my blade.
Found the kill. And it actually gets this Hunting Mastiff out of my hand, which I have desperately wanted to get rid of for ages. Don't even miss out on adding that minion to my hand. God. Glittermoth, if the deck has only odd cost cards, double the health of your minions, and if your deck has only odd cost cards, game +2/+2. Once we deck out, playing Gloomstag and Glittermoth in the same turn is actually going to be really good. That is to say, once we deck out. Hopefully the enemy doesn't kill us Shimmerly this time. It looks likely. Ooh, no, that's going to be removal.
Come on then, put your backs into it.
Place all minions in your adventure deck with copies of it.
Surely some other guards should be here by now.
I guess I can add more minions to my deck and then just duplicate Transmogrifier again. Alright. As for the minions on board, though, I think the only thing that we play here is the Volcanosaur. Looking for Taunt now. Found it. It's always really important that I remove the enemy's minions from the board. The only problem is I have no damage right now, so I can't do that. Alright, give me a spell. Hopefully it's useful. Give me Feigned Death. I mean, I don't think Feigned Death is actually getting much better than this. Deals 2 damage and adds a random minion to my hand. Get rid of that one as well. Problem is that now the enemy definitely has a minion on board to hold the gates. Get +1 attack for each spell in hand. Alright, never mind. So +1 attack for each spell in hand. So the enemy only has 2 spells in hand. They only have 1 spell in hand, and 2 of their cards are Cosmic Anomaly and the Violet Spell Sword. Okay. So this does 6 damage to a minion. So do 5 damage across. Kill it. Kind of do not want to fill up my whole hand right now, but oh my god. These Glittermoths, I feel like I just play these cards, just get them out. Yeah, they're jamming up my whole ass hand. Get out of here. I mean, that said, if I Deeble Transmogrified like a Glittermoth, all of my Glittermoths would be... No, only odd cost cards. All right, never mind.
First demons, now these repugnant villains.
Yeah, I think we're fine now.
Science overwhelming.
The pen is my
Okay, and that's only going to get +1. Right. So that means you also didn't top deck a spell, so I know that you only have 1 spell left in the hand. 7 damage to a minion. Discover a spell. We might discover lethal here. Copy all beasts in your hand. No, let's not do that, actually. So we throw a snipe as well, and then just wait, right? Guess I hero power. The enemy basically should have very little they can do against this.
You will not be forgotten.
That's pretty good. Blast waving to deal damage to the entire board, and then summoning 2 taunts. Pretty good. Well, While that sucks a hell of a lot for us, we still should be able to kind of just overwhelm the enemy here. That said, I'm going to start freeing up some space in my hand. Right, okay. Things are suddenly getting a lot harder as well. If the enemy doesn't attack, then Explosive Trap never triggers. Summon a 1/1 Murloc is actually really good right now. Because I want to get 1/1 Murlocs out on the field just to distract Ragnaros. So with this many 1/1s on the field, we should be fine now. Hero power the underbelly use. Ooh, no, you're going with the higher HP. Yeah, that's fair enough. Underbelly ooze would summon more taunts and actually probably would save you. So please don't do that, effectively, is what I'm asking. Okay. Don't hit the serpent ward. Okay. It is real difficult to push through the enemy's HP here. I may want to eventually sack my Gloomstag just so that the enemy attacks me in the face. I'm not summoning minions at the end of the turn, so there's no reason to do anything else here.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
All they have to do is cast a healing spell and I'm screwed. Come on, draw me my win. Well, the Hunter's good, but it doesn't win the game for me, unfortunately. It's 4. And I guess I can remove Ragnaros. 7, 7, 4. 7, 4's lethal on Ragnaros. But I do have to sack basically all of my minions for it. Secret plan. I think I still have to do it.
It's always when I'm
Oh, or we on the hunt the face and sack minions. The enemy attacks the face with Medivh, and then we get our value. Also use misdirection now. Yeah, we don't even have a freezing trap out. This is good. Yeah, add them all to your hand. Fine. Attack my face. Please attack my face. My god, please attack my face. Nope, the enemy summoned a 6/6, and now they're going to try and attack that. Do I need lethal this turn, then? Because we're probably dead next turn. Oh, no, never mind. Ragnaros didn't hit our face. I do want to take another explosive trap here, but if the enemy has any healing in their deck, we're already dead. Oh, God. Please attack my face this turn. Thank you. My God. How hard was that? I need more spells that deal damage. And another lock and load. Please, game. These are honestly pretty awful. Halazis are actually really bad for me. They overfill my hand with cards that I can't really use. But Unleash the Beast is the best card there, and all of the rest of those cards were garbage. That was really awful. Absolutely awful.
Unleash them.
Really bad selection. Really sad about it. Not going to complain about it any longer. Okay, I lied. Time to continue complaining about it. It's a bad selection. Really bad. Didn't help me. So it is just hard mull looking for the only lock and load in the entire deck. Lock and load always appears to be the bottom card of the deck as well. Or I keep playing it, I keep forgetting that I played it, which also seems really likely. Rat Trap is a card I actually want to get out pretty early. I need to have it out when the enemy has the possibility of playing 3 cards in a single turn. And they are 2 mana ahead of me. You need to turn deal 1 damage to all characters, including your own. Oof. That's going to constantly clear my board. Thank you for rapid fire there. I'd love to explosive trap this turn, but it only clears 2 minions. And the enemy's gonna Molten Lava again at the end of this turn.
I have an axe to grind.
Great. So now the enemy has a giant Frothing Berserker, and I can just kill it. That feels like a waste of rapid fire. I'll play explosive trap. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon 2/1 whelp. The enemy will probably just attack that, right? It depends whether or not they go face with their first attack. They might go face with their first attack. I think they're gonna go face. Alright, what minions as well? Nerubian Prophets, it's 1/4/4. Ooh, Exotic Mount Seller. We definitely got the better side of that one. Great. I don't want to get rid of the rapid fires yet because they are just 8 damage.
The light dims, but we fight.
I may want to baited arrow my own Dragon Egg because I get a 2/1 whelp and I get a 5/5 double soul from doing so. But also, it can just be removal, so I should leave it another turn. Yeah, I should leave it another turn. I will play Rat Trap, though. These deadly shots are okay, but the problem is the Lava Belch Molten Rocks make them far less powerful. Isn't that going to be a 2/6 in a moment? Definitely go for the baited arrow. The end of the enemy's turn, they'll... start of their turn, they'll summon the Belcher. I think I actually just go like this. And I kill that minion so they don't double attack my Devil Saw and then kill it with the Molten Rock trigger at the very end of the turn. And I just trade in Shimmerlily for a random card. Yeah, so leaving enemies on 2 HP here is great, because they just clear them themselves with the Lava Belch. Or maybe they don't. Oh. Oh. So the Molten Rock, they trigger in turn and they deal damage to the characters. Oh, that makes sense mechanically. But it means I lose my Quelp. This minion takes damage, summon a 2/1 null with taunt. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the enemy does have basically the best enablers for that. And end the turn. I guess I'm looking to run my enemy out of cards. Effectively, right? Rot face. God damn it. This enemy is absolutely ridiculous. What am I supposed to be doing here that I'm not doing? Well, at the very least, I've got lethals here. And with the exotic mount seller, whenever I cast a spell, summon a random 3-cost beast. I'm just gonna be able to go off. I think I do want to keep the rapid fire more than I want to keep the deadly shots, which is really interesting here. Because deadly shots is difficult to guarantee their targets with the lava belch that's constantly going out. Absolute board full of minions right here. If we found the ability to pick up the exotic mount seller, we would take it, despite the fact that it invalidates how we're trying to run the deck. That makes sense. We can afford to, at least. If you play 2 spells this turn, deal 2 damage. Pretty commonly, that'll happen for us. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. That's actually incredible. What a good pickup there, Potion Vendor. Oh god, that's so good for us. Means those minions aren't cleared by the Lava Belch next turn. As much as I want to use Warbringer. Oh, Wartbringer. Okay, good lord. Yeah, I don't really need to. Still need to wait on my lock and load. We'll find it eventually, probably, maybe.
A blade be thirsty.
Ready to flee.
Ready to fling. Said it completely differently. At least I have a pretty easy minion to sack against the Frothing Berserker. It's also going to be noted that the enemy is kind of facing us like attrition right now, right? It's really looking for explosive, though. Start of your turn, destroy this and gain 8 armor. I actually do really want that. I think I just rapid fire it twice. I've been holding the rapid fire the entire time for lock and load, but in this position, it's helping me guarantee something more important. Four damage for damaged minion? Yeah, the rat. Master's Call. Okay, so I can just draw out the rest of my Shimmer Lilies. If there indeed are any left in the deck. I suspect it's not likely. Oh no, we've got the Halazis in there as well. Oh, but the Halazi Lynxes all just get killed by Molten Rock is the big problem, right? Like, this deck exclusively has low-cost minions, and those are exactly the minions that are getting dicked over here. Play them in a specific order so that I wouldn't overfill my hand here. But instead, I definitely will, because the Shimmer Lily is going to go off this turn, so I will overfill my hand. If I overdraw Lock and Load after looking for it for so long, I am going to be so mad. Here we go.
I got too much.
Oh, we got Shimmer Lily. Wait, hang on! How is there still a Shimmer Lily in my deck if the Master's Call only drew... Master's Call can't draw multiple copies of the same card. Alright. Yeah, really pleased that was described to me. I guess Discover never shows you two of the same options. So it makes sense, but it's annoying still. Yeah, killing that Blackout Gunspire kills me. Didn't want Halazi. I guess there's no other Shimmer Lily in my deck, otherwise I would have gotten it there. They both go there, and then I attack face, so the Silithid can actually attack as well. Getting close. Unless I draw, like, even if I draw Lock and Loaded at this point, right, it does nothing for me. I have no spells in hand, and I'm not going to be getting any. So yeah, we've just lost. Twilight Drake is giant, at least. Okay, Twilight Jake in particular. Let's go for Wax Elemental, Bear Trap as well, Lynx in order to kill a minion. And then attack Lynx to kill this one. Actually did get like a lot of taunt out there, that's pretty wild. This Halazi can get a lot of value as well.
Speak to me.
Transmogrifier. Yeah, like that's gonna help you at this point. My whole deck is just copies of Molten Rock. That'd be actually kind of wild. Yeah, we're just screwed. I can play Halazi and I can play 5 of the Lynxes. I guess that's all I can do. Well, the Lynxes remaining on the board matters not at all to me, right? In fact, negatively. If I don't kill that Molten Rock, it does just die next turn. But I think also do I. Just due to the damage from the Black Cow Gunspire in particular, will die. Great. Good work. Get to summon another Rover. Sorry, another Guard Bot. And at the end of your turn, another as well. I don't know if we have anything in the entire deck that can contest this even slightly. Also, the enemy just gained a bunch of armor, and they're only going to get more.
Try to run.
Some Lynx is out there as well. This is... I hate that I went for literally from the selection of anomaly, not selection of anomaly, right? But from finding the anomaly, as soon as I saw that, I was like, cool, we are going to be playing a lock and load deck. And I found no copies of lock and load. Just the one that was in the deck at the start. Hell yeah. Uh-huh. If the enemy didn't draw Black Owl Gunspire, or... Like, there are so many different points there where if the enemy just didn't draw the one card they did to clear my board, we would have been fine. Sadly, they constantly did. I feel like they do deserve this one, so I will just let them actually end my life. If that's next turn, it looks like it might not be next turn. Never mind, it is. It is. Actually, you know what? I'm going out my own way. Choose a... Oh, not enough health to cast it. Wah. Just end the turn immediately. No. Yeah, you gotta pop it in yourself, apparently. Alright, fair enough. Thank you, Love and Thor, for ending my good run. Hopefully I at least unlock some more stuff. Six defeated? Okay. Defeated the 7th and I would have gotten another bartender at least. Okay, yeah, I got two different deck types and I got the final hero power as well. Beautiful. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone, the Dalaran Heist. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.